Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a daily coin analysis. Today I am going to be reviewing EGLD or Elrond, and as always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. So today, as I said, I'm going to be reviewing Elrond. Elrond is a blockchain, and after that, I really don't know anything else about this coin. So you'll have to Google and do your own research, because I'm just going to be reviewing the technicals on this. And let's just get to it. So this one got launched in the summer of 2019, and this was a very, very, very tough time for altcoins in general. And as you can see from this wick here, it basically went negative 95%. And this was just a really brutal time in general for altcoins, and many people just lost tons and tons of money. So what are we looking at from 2019 going into 2020? We saw kind of this rounded bottom here, and for many people, myself included, I kind of thought this was kind of like the beginning of a big run, but it was not. Basically, price just basically made a bearish retest and just continued to fall lower. This is a 3-day chart, by the way. And after that, price basically just tapped this resistance area and just kept going lower. And this was in 2020, where basically price accumulated for several weeks, and you can see this here. And then it finally started to run in the summer of 2020. And this was really when a lot of other coins in the decentralized finance space started to run big. And I don't know if Elrond is a part of that sector, but regardless, it did extremely, extremely well. You can see this last cluster here. What is that? 59K Satoshis. And this acted as resistance here for just a little while. But after you see price kind of making these almost double bottom in a way, along with this kind of accumulation period back in April of 2020, price kind of started to move. And when you see the entire environment for altcoins in general being very bullish, this resistance area is probably not going to hold. So remember, for altcoins, in my opinion, I mean, there are obviously differing schools of thought on this, but for my personal opinion, environment matters quite a bit for altcoins. That means that what Bitcoin is doing and what other altcoins is doing is a big factor in terms of how coins react and how bullish or how bearish they can be. So this was the run in 2020, and this was an incredible run. This was back when decentralized finance was really just going insane, several X. And this was the big blow off top in what is this? End of July of 2020. This was kind of like the decentralized finance top as well. If you look at all the other charts, and price had this illiquid pump. I don't know what this is right here, a liquid wick that later actually turned into like a SR level, like right here. But we can talk about that later. Huge retracement after that. And this is a good example of up in dollars, but down in, well, let's see if you're even up in dollars. No, not even up in dollars. Generally speaking, when Bitcoin is bullish, the alt USD pairs will go up, but this didn't even go up. So this is just an example of basically when Bitcoin is ripping up, altcoins just really die off. And this is what basically happened from July to December, where Bitcoin was super strong and did that massive run. And basically all altcoins just died off. And this is also a healthy reminder that pretty much everything will come down eventually, especially for altcoins. People are saying, oh, it's a different market now, and altcoins are just going to just stay around forever. But I mean, you got to remember that altcoins always pump harder than Bitcoin and always dump harder than Bitcoin. And this like summer of 2020 wasn't that far away. And this also showed that alt USD pairs are not necessarily always bullish, even if Bitcoin is bullish. Like in the past, when we saw big altcoin retracements in 2018 and 2019, that was an environment where Bitcoin was very bearish at times. Of course, in the spring of 2019, Bitcoin is bullish after it left that accumulation range. But this right here is just a good example of many altcoins just going down in USD value and BTC value, even when Bitcoin is very bullish. And we'll review the USDT chart after this. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is that even now, when altcoins are still doing pretty well, this is a good example right here. Negative 86% from the top to the bottom for your altcoins. So my opinion is that altcoins will eventually pull back. Currently, I don't know when or where, but I think it's going to happen eventually. So decentralized finance summer, huge run, big retracement all the way back down. Then we saw basically altcoins start to have its run now. And this is like a pretty common theme across many altcoins. You saw a lot of alt BTC values go up. EGLD was just really incredible over this last several months. And it's finally had this large pullback. Generally speaking, these big, these wicks, even though they seem kind of weird, they can sometimes still prove to be interesting pivot points and SR levels. As you can see right here, you saw this level actually turned out to be slight support here before price nuked down. And so price had this big run up and pulled back, and now it's kind of consolidating. So where do I see EGLD overall in the next few weeks or months? EGLD was one of those coins that did very well in January. It is along the same kind of lines as Aave and Alpha and SNX and those types of coins that really did strongly in January and then pulled back in February. So these are the type of coins that I'm personally viewing to enter myself. And you can basically use fib levels. So let's check this one out. I mean, fib levels always take a little while to tinker with. In general, you have to find where the levels are respected and where the impulse moves are as well. This is not a bad fib right here. And if I wanted to be super accurate, I would spend more time doing this as well. But if you really wanted to get super accurate, you go down to like the 5 or 15 minute charts. And you really want to look for the body. So this body would be closer to like 495. So maybe something more like that. It's like a 15-minute body right there. Usually the shorter the time frames, oopsies, the better and more accurate the fib. Anyways, I mean, yeah, fibs always take a little while to play around with in general, but you basically have to find out where the levels are respected. And okay, so what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I think that EGLD basically spent almost an entire month pulling back, and now I think it's getting ready to move again. And you can basically look at some of the EMAs. The EMAs have now caught up to price, and this did temporarily lose this 200 EMA on the 4-hour, but now price has moved above it. So in my opinion, what we're going to see here is just a little more consolidation, and then I think we're going to see this move up. Still, again, these lows could get tapped again. This will depend on Bitcoin in general too. If Bitcoin goes pretty strongly, then I expect this goes lower. But in my opinion, I think that EGLD is getting close to moving once again. And as far as like the targets, I think that I would not be surprised at all to see these highs get tapped pretty shortly. Was that 500K Satoshis? I can't read, but from there, I would definitely expect a reaction around these levels. I mean, these are like easy short levels, and we can go into the USD charts as well. But there's going to be definite resistance all the way up here. But I think that this potentially goes even higher. I do expect at least one more run for altcoins. I don't know when it'll happen. I think it's going to happen within the next 1 to 2 months. I know that's not accurate. Like, it could be a few weeks. It could be next week for all we know. But I do expect some altcoins to run, and I am targeting coins like EGLD and Aave and those types of coins. So I personally think that at a very minimum, I think we'll hit a double top and then potentially head lower. Or this breaks, pulls back, and then it goes higher. But I'm really expecting to sell a lot of my altcoins by, I want to be mostly out of them by at least probably April or May at the absolute latest. But let's see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how high this is going to go, but I do think there's going to be at least one more run for altcoins. So personally speaking, I think this top area, this range high, will get tapped. If Bitcoin does something really crazy, like it goes really high up or really high down, then this one is just going to go lower, in my opinion, and potentially just almost nearly fully retrace down here, similar to how like we saw basically price do nearly a full retrace before on the summer, the centralized finance summer run. So those are my thoughts on EGLD BTC. And here are my USDT thoughts. I mean, there's not as large of a sample. In my opinion, these fibs are a little bit more clear to me, and there's like a more clear impulse move up. These are my overall fib levels, and EMAs are still healthy. I mean, price basically caught up to price caught up to the EMAs, and price respected these key levels around $100. It's a 0.618 fib. Personally, again, similar to the BTC pair, I am expecting a little more consolidation, and then eventually this one will move, in my opinion. I mean, this is the type of trade I like to take. I like to scale in. Like, personally, I would basically look to bid 123 as an entry and then 100. I would also bid like 115 as well. There's like some support here, and like the 200 EMA is always usually a pretty good entry level. So this is where I would start to bid if I were looking for EGLD. But as I said, I am expecting this to at least have a reaction up to $200, and then after that point, we will see what the overall state of altcoins are. I think that this will get broken itself over the next few weeks, but I do believe that altcoins will eventually pull back and all of these lows will get demolished eventually. But let's just see. I mean, I'm still bullish on EGLD in general, and I like the chart. I like the price action. It's a fun coin to trade. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching.